1914. August the 5th. The war is getting terribly serious. England is fighting. August the 10th. The war is causing food etc. to be terribly dear. August the 13th. England is now at war with Austria as well as Germany. It will be the biggest battle on record. It would be awful if Germany beat us. Cleaned upstairs. Such news. Herbert is cracked on me. What fun. August 19th. Floss brought me some wool to knit socks for soldiers. September 1st. 30 more young men left Dronfield to join Lord Kitchener's new army. October 7th. Ironed etc. The fruit from the chapel harvest went to the Belgian refugees today. October 11th. Antwerp has fallen to the Germans. Oh, I wish with all my heart that this awful war would cease. They say that the Kaiser has conquered Belgium now, but he hasn't. October 17th. Some Belgian refugees have come to Dronfield today. October 28th. Aunt let me go to a concert in Dronfield in aid of the Belgian Fund. There were 18 of these refugees in Dronfield, sang their national anthem. November 18th. By the way, some German ships came and shelled Scarborough, Whitby and Hartlepool. The English ships could not get to them. They threw mines out. It's terrible. It gives me a faint idea of what it is like on the continent. (1915) January the 21st. There's been another German raid over Yarmouth and King's Lynn on Tuesday night, the beggars. February the 14th. St. Valentine's Day. Received a valentine. From Robert, of course. It was a novelty, in the form of a cheque for 1,000 kisses. March 28th. We had an egg service at the chapel and collected in all about 803 eggs. They are going to be the base hospital in Sheffield for wounded soldiers. August 28th. Laurie came to bid us goodbye. He's off to the front on Friday. He doesn't know whether to France or the Dardanelles. We went to the station with him and then to the pictures. October 15th. Went to Red Mire's camp. The Sheffield engineers are in occupation. Curly Needham is there and some Dronfield boys. We came back on the bus to Fulwood with 3 wounded soldiers. They had been in the Dardanelles. November 1st. Making a flannel vest for a wounded soldier. December the 31st, the last day of 1915, and the war apparently no nearer the end. Just imagine thousands of men lost in the Dardanelles, and now for it to be given up. Oh, it is terrible. Well, goodbye 1915, and thumbs up for a victorious and lasting peace in 1916. 1916, January the 1st. We had the usual New Year tea and concert up at the mission. All proceeds for the wounded soldiers. The whole affair realised £7, 14 shillings and 6pence. Not bad for Cowley. January the 28th. I'm 19 years old today, getting quite old. Had a letter from Laurie. He's a Lance Corporal now. February the 1st. Such a sensation. Zeppelins were in England again last night and visited Nottingham, Derby and Staveley, Chatsworth and Rowsley. We don't know what damage was done. They will come to Sheffield next. They could see the lights at Chesterfield of the airships. Zeps dropped some bombs at Derby. February 10th. We heard the Zep warning given by the Sheepbridge Hummer. It blew again just after 10 p.m. to show the danger was over. May the 24th. Forgot to say the summertime daylight saving bill came into force on Sunday AM, so we all put our clocks forward 1 hour till October 1st. It is quite light till 10 p.m. now. I like it. June the 6th. The Star contains news of the feared death of the Lord Kitchener. On his way to Russia, the ship the Hampshire was mined or torpedoed off the Orkneys, and there is very little hope of his survival. I suppose this is unpatriotic, but I feel more downhearted tonight than I have been all through the war. I think I envy the soldiers and sailors. They can do so much, I do so little. The inactivity is so hard to bear, and oh, I think of the thousands of breaking hearts in England now. I can only hope and pray and trust that God has some great and glorious purpose underlying it all. July the 12th. Letter from Laurie. Still at Arras. My word, the English have done fine since July 1st, but the number of wounded is appalling. Hundreds have come through Dronfield to Sheffield on the train. August the 4th, second anniversary of the declaration of war on Germany, and it was to be over in 3 months. Ah me, we never thought it would be half so terrible as it has been. November 28th. Zepps shot down in flames into the sea. They came to Sheffield and did some slight damage to Attercliffe. Several people saw the flashes and felt the shock. December 19th. I had the great pleasure today of shaking hands with a military medalist. His name is Ward. He got his medal for carrying wounded soldiers in.